will never forgive you for ruining the happiest day of my life. Austin and I are getting married. He is not gonna marry you. I have given him the most precious gift a woman can give a man, a son.
Will is not his son. You know that, and now we know it too.
Sammy being a bit fish out of water in this family of do-gooders where she doesn't fit in. She's always the black sheep, and so she comes into it with that like thick skin of feeling ostracized and wanting so badly to break in, wanting so badly to be a part of it. I think the thing the fans have grabbed onto is that feeling that like you thought you were helping and what you did ended up making things worse, and I think that's a feeling people really relate to.
Now we will feel no rain, for each of us will be shelter to each other. And now we will feel no cold, for each of us will be warmth to each other. And we'll turn together and we'll look to the road we traveled to reach this. The hour of our happiness.
What she just said.
So I started watching Days when I was maybe 12. To be truthful with you, I was a huge Jack and Jennifer fan. And I finally admitted it to him one time, like many years later. They were so surprised, right? But I mean, the whole first year I worked there, it was like in my mind, like, don't call him Jack, don't call him Jack, his name's Matthew. And then I, sort of had been a big fan of Beau and Carly. And then Hope came back, and I just was so torn. And I mean, like, had it was all these things. And then what was the other big one for me? John, when Isabella died. But he was Roman then, of course.
Dance with me. Please.
So I was a big fan of the show. I was just so happy to even just read the scene. And then 2 days later, I went in for the screen test. I remember things about it so vividly. Got to meet Patrick Muldoon and do a scene with Christy Clark. I was holding a grocery bag and I couldn't like shut the door, and the stage manager yelled at me to make sure I shut the door. Like, it's not going on TV. This is just my audition and you yell at me. And I remember Patrick's like, don't worry about the door, it'll be fine. And I found out I got the job that Friday. Like 2 days later, I got the job. I was in school and my mom found out and she sent a note to the administration office. I was walking out of math class and she says, your mom sent me a note, you got it. And I just dropped my books. I was like freaking out. We had no idea what the future would hold. And so my dad is super concerned about our education. I had to stay in school and all that sort of stuff, and I take that really seriously. Yes, stay in school, just for the record. I'm saying, right, that's what I did. It's good enough for me. And so then I started working a little bit, and then I had, I was like the good girl, trying to kiss up to Marlene all the time. I think I gave an interview to Soap Opera Digest when I first started saying, I hope I get to play a villain because I love the villains. And there was no thought in my mind that it was really gonna happen. It was not written like that. Of course, then the bomb drops. She finds out Marlena's affair with Roman. She witnesses it. Remember we did those primetime episodes? That's when it all changed, that purple dress.
Oh my God! Oh God!
My beautiful Adrian. Maggie was the one who ran Sarah and Adrian off the road?
Yes.
When I first heard the idea, I thought it was awesome. I just thought that was so smart in the storytelling. Just that these people move on. But of course, in Salem, it's a little different, and I think what Ron did was so smart, and I love the idea of, and we're gonna have to all watch together and piece together what happened, and how did these two get together? Why is he in, jail? What all goes on there was really smart. And I think it was fun for the actors. I think it's fun for the audience to catch on. I know that there were fans who kind of got frustrated, like, wait, this isn't what I signed up for. But I think if you give it a chance, you'll have seen how much unfolded as a result, what we were able to tell and how fun it was for the fans to figure it all out.
I am taking Sydney back. She is my daughter. No! She is EJ's and my daughter, and I want to hear you say it. No!
Say it, Nicole. Sydney is Sammy's daughter. Say it!
No matter where I go or what other projects I work on, the experiences I have here have given me such an education, such depth of understanding of what we do. And I come here every time and I'm reminded of how hard everyone here works. I do kind of give my friends for the Hallmark Channel a hard time. They get a little crazy about like how hard those 7 pages are to fit in a day, and I'm like, no, I really can't. I can't play that game with you. Like, you don't know fast until you come do this. It blows them away when I describe what we do here. I'm so proud to be part of a show like Days of Our Lives. Celebrating 54 years is just a testament to Ken and the vision that his father had for this show from day one, that these characters and this family and this idea in the end that like family and love is really what it's all about. And I think that's what's held the show together. That's what's held it true and held the fans with us. And that I still care what happens to Hope. I still want to make sure that, you know, John and Marlena are together. I totally am with the fans on that one.
I don't think we're gonna be able to do this. Come on.
Oh my God, no, this is not right. What about his family? What about Maggie?
Oh, God, okay. You will go to prison for what you did. You think about that baby, she needs you. And she needs you to be tough right now. You can cry tomorrow. Now, Gabby, you have to suck it up because you are going to help us put that body in the river, okay?
Okay.
The characterization of Sammy as like Hurricane Sammy seems to really apply. I just love it so much. I have so much fun here and I love getting to play Sammy.